Hi everyone, welcome to Unit 4, Lesson 3, which is really the second part of the slope formula from Tuesday. Today you will be able to find the missing x or y value given the other coordinates and the slope. This is from the paper on Tuesday. We stopped at number 12. This is right after number 12. So given two coordinates, we can use the formula for slope to calculate the slope. Sometimes you must complete the ordered pairs using a given slope, or we might call this going backwards. So for example, if the slope of the line passing through the points -5, 6, and 5, y is -4/5, find that y. So the first thing we always need to get in the habit of doing is copy down the points and organize yourself. So we know m is equal to -4/5, and we have our two ordered pairs here. Next, it's so important that we label our ordered pairs. I always just write x1, y1, and x2, y2 in the order that I write them down, but it doesn't really matter if you wanted to call them x1, y1, x2, y2, or x2, y2, x1, y1. We just have to keep the ones together and the twos together. Okay, so we have our ordered pairs, our slope, and our labels. Next, we're going to write the formula for slope, which we need to remember is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now we're just going to plug in what we have, or substitute. We know m is -4/5, so we're writing -4/5 here, and then we're just filling in everything else. We don't know y2, so we're keeping the y there, minus y1, which is 6, all of that over x2, which is 5, minus -5, which is our x1. Now we have to just start simplifying and solving. So -4/5 is equal to y minus 6 over 5 plus 5, because minus and a negative becomes positive. Okay, continue. -4/5 equals y minus 6 over 10. Now we just have a two-step equation. I'm going to multiply both sides by 10 so that we can start to get the variable isolated. When I do this, the 10s cancel out on the right side. Now we are left with -40 over 5 after we multiply by 10 is equal to y minus 6. Okay, keep going. -40 over 5 is equal to -8. All of that is equal to y minus 6. Now this is just a one-step equation. Add 6 on both sides of the equation, and we get y is equal to -2, or 2 is equal to y. -2 is equal to y, I'm sorry. Okay, that was a lot of work, but you know how to do this. You know how to use the slope formula, and you know how to solve multi-step equations, so we can do this. Let's do one or two more examples. Number 13 has 2 points, -3, -2, and x and 6. We have a slope, or m, of 2. Same process. I'm writing down my ordered pairs, and I'm labeling. Okay, I'm writing down my slope formula, and I'm substituting. Now I'm just simplifying. In both the numerator and the denominator, I'm subtracting a negative, so that's going to become addition. I'm just adding my numerator. 6 plus 2 gives me 8. Now this is just a multi-step equation. I'm going to multiply both sides by my denominator. When I do that, they cancel out over here. And I'm just going to rearrange this so I have x plus 3 times 2 is equal to 8. I'm going to reorder it to make it look like the distributive property, or to make it look more familiar. 2 times, in parentheses, x plus 3 equals 8. Now I know that this is multiplying, so to undo this, I can divide both sides by 2. When I do that, the 2's cancel out on the left side. I'm left with x plus 3 is equal to 4. Now this is easy. Subtract 3 on both sides, and we get x is equal to 1. Okay, last example. Number 14. Same deal. We have 0, -4, and x, -7, and a slope of 3 over 2. I'm copying everything down. I'm labeling. I'm writing my slope formula, and I'm substituting in what I have in the exact same spot. And I want to be really, really careful, like I have been, with my subtraction and my negative numbers, because it's really important that I don't just drop a negative sign or a subtraction symbol. So I've got my slope of 3 over 2. It's equal to -7 minus -4. So notice how I'm keeping all of my signs. All of that over x minus 0. So I'm going to go ahead and start simplifying. I have 3 over 2 is equal to -7 plus 4. And x minus 0 is just x. Okay, go ahead and keep simplifying. -7 plus 4 is equal to -3. Now at this point, this is a multi-step equation, or you might recognize this as an opportunity to use cross multiplication. So in this case, we're going to cross multiply diagonally 3 times x and 2 times -3. Once we simplify, we have 3x equals -6, which is just a one-step equation. Divide both sides by 3. They cancel out on the left because 3 divided by 3 is 1. And we are left with x equals -2. Okay, up next, you have 3 practice problems. You can do 15, 17, and 19, or 16, 18, and 20, and then turn in. That is required, as is the mastery check. If you just do these, you can get up to an 80% with minimal errors. What I think you should do is the IXL practice titled Find a Missing Coordinate Using Slope, and get up to a 70% before you do the mastery check. Then you can get up to a 90 on this assignment, or keep going with that IXL skill, but do up to 100% mastery, and or help a classmate for 5 bonus points. And if you do all of these, you could get up to 105%. All right, good luck.